Panlasang Pinoy Vanjo Morano, from passion to influence. In the world of food, where flavors collide and cultures blend, there's one name that has become synonymous with Filipino cuisine: Panlasang Pinoy. Behind this beloved name is a story of passion, perseverance, and a deep love for Filipino food that transcended the kitchen to inspire millions of people worldwide. What started as a simple desire to share the flavors of the Philippines turned into a food empire that not only promotes the rich culinary heritage of the country, but also creates a platform for aspiring chefs, home cooks, and food lovers to connect. This is the story of Panlasang Pinoy, a brand that turned an online passion into a thriving influence that has reshaped the way people think about Filipino cooking. A humble start with big dreams. The journey of Panlasang Pinoy begins with a man who simply wanted to share the dishes that were close to his heart. Founded by Vanjo Morano in 2009, Panlasang Pinoy was born out of a deep desire to bring Filipino recipes into the spotlight. Raised in a family that valued home-cooked meals, Vanjo's connection to Filipino food was strong, and he saw the potential for bringing traditional Filipino recipes to the online world. Initially, it wasn't about building a business or becoming a celebrity chef. It was about a passion for cooking and, more specifically, a passion for making Filipino food accessible to everyone. As Vanjo started sharing recipes on YouTube, the journey was not without challenges. There was no instant fame or quick success. But like any great story, it was the persistence, the consistency, and the love for Filipino food that kept Vanjo going. His early videos were simple, straightforward, and focused on teaching viewers how to prepare classic Filipino dishes with a personal, heartfelt touch. What made Vanjo's approach different was his ability to connect with his audience. He wasn't just a chef showing off his culinary skills. He was a home cook, just like many of his viewers. He shared his experiences, the mistakes, the triumphs, and the love that went into every dish he made. This authenticity resonated with people. Slowly but surely, Panlasang Pinoy gained traction. What started as a hobby became a platform for millions to learn and appreciate the beauty of Filipino cooking, turning passion into influence. The turning point for Panlasang Pinoy came when Vanjo realized the power of online platforms. YouTube, in particular, offered a space where his love for Filipino food could reach people beyond the borders of the Philippines. He understood that the internet wasn't just a place for people to watch videos, it was a place where they could learn, share, and connect. By creating detailed, easy-to-follow tutorials, Vanjo made cooking Filipino dishes seem not only possible but enjoyable. This wasn't just about teaching recipes, it was about making Filipino food a part of people's daily lives. As the channel grew, so did its influence. More than just a YouTube channel, Panlasang Pinoy began to evolve into a brand. Vanjo's clear, step-by-step guides made Filipino cooking approachable, even for beginners. Whether it was adobo, sinigang, or pancit, he brought these iconic dishes to life in a way that allowed people, both Filipinos and non-Filipinos alike, to enjoy them in their own homes. The demand for his content grew exponentially, and Vanjo's vision of showcasing Filipino food to a global audience started to take shape. But success didn't come easy. There were countless hours spent filming, editing, and perfecting each video. Vanjo also took the time to interact with his growing community, answering questions, taking feedback, and making sure that every viewer felt valued. He made sure his content was always relevant, offering not just traditional recipes, but also contemporary twists on classic dishes. He knew that in order to stay ahead, he had to constantly evolve while staying true to the essence of Filipino food, creating a platform for Filipino food lovers. As Panlasang Pinoy continued to grow, Vanjo expanded the brand beyond YouTube. He created a website where followers could access recipes, cooking tips, and resources on Filipino ingredients. He also began collaborating with other food enthusiasts and even started offering his own line of kitchen products. His ability to branch out and diversify his offerings showed his keen understanding of the market and his commitment to sharing the love for Filipino cuisine in every form possible. But it wasn't just about growing the brand, it was about creating a space where people could feel like they were part of a community. The Panlasang Pinoy Facebook page and website became vibrant hubs for food lovers, where they could share their own cooking experiences, ask questions, and learn from one another. Vanjo encouraged interaction, providing a supportive environment for people of all skill levels to learn and grow together. This sense of community became one of the driving forces behind the success of Panlasang Pinoy. It wasn't just a food blog or a YouTube channel. It became a movement, a celebration of Filipino culture and the joy of cooking. For Vanjo, this was the true success, seeing his followers not just cooking his recipes, but taking ownership of their culinary journeys and passing on their newfound knowledge to others, overcoming challenges and staying true to the mission. With success, however, came new challenges. As the brand grew, the pressure to keep up with demand increased. Vanjo had to learn to balance his time between creating content, managing the business, and keeping his personal life intact. There were moments when it seemed like the weight of the responsibility would be too much to bear. But Vanjo's perseverance, fueled by his love for Filipino food and his community, kept him going. Through it all, Vanjo remained grounded in his mission to promote the richness of Filipino cuisine and make it accessible to everyone. He knew that the heart of Panlasang Pinoy wasn't just about the recipes, it was about the story behind each dish, the memories tied to each bite, and the shared experiences of families and communities coming together over a meal. This sense of purpose was what kept Vanjo focused and determined, even in the face of challenges. Your turn to reflect. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear how you've been inspired by the Panlasang Pinoy story and how you plan to apply the lessons learned to your own life. Let's continue the conversation.